Good, good, good. All right, guys, we're going to go right into questions. Please use the hand raise function and use it early if you've got a question for Zach McCloud so we can get to all of them. Zach, we're going to start with Chris Stock from Inside the U. Chris?
Yeah, just curious your impression on how things are going for you personally there at defensive end as you make that transition.
I think, it's going pretty smooth, as smooth as things can go. It's obviously some things to adjust to in terms of, job responsibility and just the nature of the position. At linebacker, you're out of space a lot, but at D-line, you're fighting somebody's pressure every play. So it's just a different kind of tired, but after getting adjusted to things like that, the job is, assignment-wise, is not, overly complicated, and I feel like I'm really enjoying the transition.
Zach, we're going to go to David Furones at the Sun Sentinel. David?
Hey, Zach, and Coach Simpson called you one of the early surprises of spring with how well you've transitioned. Have there been particular moments that you felt you've really flashed, and can you describe them? What you did, what you feel you're really transitioning well in, what areas?
Honestly, I think it's just I've been doing a lot of extra work, and it'll come off like a surprise to see like a move work or something like that in practice, or a technique be applied a certain way. And all it is just me and a lot of other guys on the team have been putting in a lot of extra work. So, one practice is really like three, because we're doing a lot of things in the film room and just extra without the coaches and sometimes with them, just to make sure that we're being able to apply the things that we're being taught. So for a lot of people, things are coming on fast, and it's just, I'm just part of that group.
Zach, we're going to go to David.
I can't give you a specific moment, though. I don't want to do that.
All right, no problem. Thanks.
Yep.
Zach, we're going to go to David Wilson at the Miami Herald. David?
Hey, Zach. I'm not sure if you've actually kind of outlined how the decision came about to move to defensive end. Can you just kind of walk us through how that decision came about, and maybe some of the conversations you had with Coach Diaz and some of the other coaches about making that move?
I mean, originally when I first committed to UM, that's kind of what I expected to play. And then, things kind of changed, and I was able to get on the field early on as a striker. But the way the transition happened, it almost kind of started as a joke. We were just in a linebacker meeting, and we were talking about some, the package that we had going in for the bowl game on third down. And I've already been practicing at linebacker at this point for all the padded practices. And I was like, man, Coach, I could do that. Just kind of like being cocky, but I was making a joke. He kind of perked up, and it was like, man, really? Like, you would go out there? And they kind of just turned into a serious thing. So I took my first reps at DN that day, and then just started rolling in that practice as a DN, and went from being just that third down package to, okay, well, if I get caught on the field in base, I got to know that technique. And I didn't get a chance to practice it at all in pads really before the bowl game, but it just kind of rolled into it happened naturally.
Awesome. Got a couple more for you, Zach. We're going to go to David Lake at 24/7. David?
Hey, Zach, I think you kind of hinted at this already, but do you feel like playing defensive end suits your skill set better than maybe linebacker did? And then also, what would you say has been the toughest part of the transition from, moving from linebacker to defensive end so far?
I'll say this, just because of, again, we've all been working so hard, and I'm just part of that group that's been putting in a lot of extra work. So I think the skills that I've been able to develop, I don't want to say that DN is necessarily, I'm more suited for it than linebacker. I will say in terms of just the way I've been feeling playing the game, I've been having so much fun, and it's been, a completely different experience for me than my previous years. Not that I didn't love playing linebacker. I'm always going to love the game in any position. You could put me at O-line or maybe, whatever. But, it's just my enjoyment it's just a different game for me. What was the other question?
It's the toughest transition so far.
The toughest was really just, like I said earlier, just learning to fight another person's pressure down after down. Linebacker, it's never like a down off, but sometimes you're really just dropping into a zone and then you're chasing the ball after that. But D-line is like, you can't let up at all. There's no like smooth dropping into a zone. It's like full go every play. So it's just a different level of intensity, and having to dominate another man across from you down after down. But it's fun. I enjoy it.
We're going to go to Manny Navarro at The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Zach, curious how much your body changed, obviously from linebacker to defensive end. You probably had to put on a little bit of weight. Can you talk about that process, the way your body has changed, with Coach Feely in this program?
Yeah, towards the end of the season, I think I finished around 225, 227 was probably the highest that I got after the whole COVID thing, and but came back and I tried to put on as much weight as I could in the short amount of time so I could be able to move and have some experience playing at this new weight. So right now I'm sitting pretty easy at about 250. I haven't dipped below 250 in a couple weeks, even after practicing and whatnot. So, I'm just making sure to gain the right kind of weight. I don't want to be out there and be gassed because I've just been eating ice cream and pie. But, the body's definitely transforming. Maybe I grew a couple inches taller too. We'll see.
And one more, if I could, any NFL guys that you're studying as far as defensive end? Obviously, I know you naturally were expecting to play that in college, but just curious if, maybe you've amped up the film study of guys playing edge rusher.
Definitely looking at guys like, with a similar body profile. Jack Barrett's one that stands out. Obviously, Von Miller, guys like that. The T.J. Watts of the game, and this Yannick Ngakoue. I can name so many people that I've been looking at, and because I'm early on, I'm able to experiment and try different things out and see what really works best for me naturally, and then hone in on those skills. So it's kind of all over the place right now, but I'm enjoying watching the studying these guys and implementing the skills.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Zach, this is the last one for you. We got Daryl Streeter from Footballville. Daryl?
Yeah, Zach, how you doing now? You played linebacker, you played striker, but I would want to think that playing defensive end is more fun. Could you talk to us about the more fun part, like playing defensive end? Could you explain that to us?
Man, to me, I've been talking to my linebacker was defensive end was it's so much more fun to me. Running back's gonna say running back's the most fun position, and everybody thinks what they do is the best. But it's just so much fun at the D line. Once you get that pass key, it's gonna be a run or whatever. Like when you know what's coming to you, and then you just dominate another man. That's the most fun part of the game. Like the dude is right there in front of you. You get to whoop him. There's no dancing around, and linebacker's fun because you get to figure out the game and understand the math of everything, and see the big picture, and you're the QB, the defense, all that type of stuff. But then it's really like it's me and you, and somebody got to win. Some people that's kind of intimidating. I think it's fun.
Zach, thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you. Have a good one.